everyone. It is day 16 of 30 days of flowers, and we are up to this flower here. I have got no clue what this might be, but anyway, we're going to have a go with it. It looks like fun, and I've decided to use my Bambino Jumbo coloured pencils. I'll just show you the box. It's quite a kiddie looking box like this, but the I think I thought they might be good for people who struggle to grip a thin pencil, and I did think when I bought them they'd be quite short, but as you can see, this one I have used and sharpened a bit. Compared to the length of my hand, it is quite long, which is really good. The colours are identical to the crayons, but they don't have identifying names or numbers on them, so we just have to sort of guess a little bit. But you know, that's fine. And they are thick, so sharpening them, they come with a sharpener which works with them, so that's really useful. You just have to be by a bin, which luckily I am, because I'm just about to sharpen my first pencil. Now obviously, I make a mess with this sharpener, but anyway, we need it to quite a sharp point for this detailed picture, and they do sharpen well to a good point. So what I'm doing with this dark brown, this is the darkest brown in the set, is doing a little bit on the greenery, sorry. Trying to concentrate and speak at the same time. I'm just trying to make out where the stems are. I just want a few hints of this, and it just gives us a different shade of green when we put the green over the top. The Bambinos blend nicely and layer on top of each other too, so I like them for that. And as I say, these are identical to the crayons, so if you have the crayons you can use those. I just picked out these because I used the crayons on the other page, so it's just something different. I'm grabbing the dark green, which I'm now sharpening. My lap's covered in pencil sharpenings already, I haven't even started. Anyway, move carpet, but anyway, we shall pretend. So there's the dark green, and I'm going to go over the whole of the stem area now, and hopefully that brown will sort of blend in with the green. So I hope you're all well this afternoon. I hope you've been had a good day, whether it's the beginning of the day for you if you're in the USA, or the end of the day if you're well, if you're in Australia, it's probably the middle of the night, isn't it? Or if you're middle of the day in the UK, I hope, you know, obviously it depends what time you're watching it. I hope you've had a good day. For me, I'm recording this at, it's 9:30 in the morning, so I haven't really done much. I have had a nice walk. I went out really early, just after the boys left for their college bus, and walked along the canal to the local supermarket, and got a few bits and pieces. I'm just trying to choose my next colour while I'm yabbering on. I'm going to go for this purple to start with, and just looking at the other colours. And I'm going to do the centres, so I'm going to go around the outside and try and just fade towards the centre a little bit, so it's a bit darker. It's quite tricky in such a small space, but because it's nice and sharp, hopefully I can achieve that. And the heron flew over me. I say the heron as if there's one. I'm sure there's not only one. So that was rather a treat. Now this is the other purple, which I'm going to be using for the sort of centre sections. I'm just going to sharpen it. A bit obsessed by having a sharp pencil today. And so yes, that was a nice treat. I saw a few more hens as well. I wasn't very busy on the canal. I'm going to go darker in the centre and lighter towards the edge, and I'm going to stop where this sort of wavy line is. So yeah, it was really nice. The volunteers have been really busy along the canal and have cut back some of the weeds and things, so the path is nice and clear. That was really kind. And there are a few people about, not too many. In the shop it was quite quiet as well, which I like. I prefer shopping when it's quiet. And there were almost as many staff as customers, but they were busy getting ready for the day, so that was nice. And got my got everything I needed, which is always good. These days, sometimes you're never sure if they're going to have what you want. You know, it almost feels like items taking turns in not being in stock. So for a few months it might be something that you can't get, and then a few months later it's something else. I don't know what that is about, or whether it's just a coincidence. You know. But fortunately I could get what I wanted, but was very fortunate. You know, there's usually an alternative of some description. So, and of course there are alternative shops to look in as well, but I tend to go to the same one because it's 10 minutes walk away. I don't have to carry anything very far. So that's nice, and I get the nice canal walk on my way. Now I'm going to use a pink for the last bit. I'm just choosing. I'll show you the pinks. We have these 3. Now this one is quite orangey, I think, and this one is quite red. So I'm going to use this one. I think it's going to work the best. So I just thought I'd show you because they've got no identifying names or numbers. It's a little bit tricky to know quite what I'm using, and it's quite vibrant, this one, isn't it? So I'm trying to go to try there. I'll start again. I'm going to try and fade it towards the edge of the petals. So we'll see if that works. Oh, I did want to say thank you to everyone for their encouraging comments. I seem to have had a really lovely amount of comments lately, with people leaving me really positive, encouraging. I mean, everyone always leaves lovely comments, but there just seem to have been a spate of really, really extra lovely ones, and thank you all if you've done that, because it's really, really, I do appreciate it. I know I reply to them all, and you know, I appreciate all comments, but you know, it's just really nice to get them. And I know some of you can't comment because you watch on a TV or that sort of thing. It's not always easy to comment. If you're even on a mobile device, I find typing is cumbersome. I find it really tricky, and I often make typos and things, and I have to be really careful because I don't want to say something I don't mean, you know. So yeah, I understand that it's not always easy, but it is appreciated. And I know sometimes you can't even like, if you're watching on TV, I don't know how you would do that. So, but that's fair enough. It's hard to imagine my voice and hand being broadcast on a huge TV screen somewhere, which is it's a really strange concept. I try not to think about it actually when I'm recording the video, because it makes me feel scared. That's, you know, but still. It is really flattering that so many people watch, but you know, at least I can't. If I could see you all watching, or I could. That's the thing about going live. I think it brings the reality that there's actually people watching, and that's a bit scary. So I like being here at home without any feedback, you know, without any immediate feedback, so I don't feel pensive about it all. Okay, what we're going to do with this one is we're not going to do any sort of backgroundy details. We're going to do a few highlighty details on the actual flower. And that's the wrong pen though. I'm going to use a white Posca. You can use any white pen. And do some, actually I'm just going to sweep off the pencil debris, because that purple is quite dark. So I'm going to use my Posca, and I'm going to do quite a few dots on it, and I think it will tone it down a bit, because I think it stands out a little bit too much. I'm trying to sort of do 3 then 2 then 3, but it doesn't always fit, so it's a little bit random. And this one's smaller, so I'm just going to actually randomly dot around a bit. And I think white dots can make an amazing difference to a picture. And some people will outline things or highlight bits and bobs, and it just lifts everything somehow. I'm not really sure why, but there we are. I'm going to leave it there though. Keep it fairly simple. These are simple designs, as you know. Now, I just talk a bit about white pens. If you, some people say they can't get them to work very well. They don't know which brands are going to work. They've tried lots, it doesn't work. Tip 1, you need to have quite a solid pencil behind it, or else it just doesn't show up. Tip 2, some brands will just fade and you can't see them. They're White Castle gel pen. I've got one here which is a Stylo gel pen from Paper Poetry. That doesn't work very well. And some pencils will change the colour of the white pen. It will absorb the pigment and then it will disappear. So there are lots of different things that might impact how well it works. So it is a bit of a trial and error thing, or see what other people do and copy them. If you like what they've done and it looks successful, then do that, really is all I can say. But anyway, I am going to go. I hope that was useful. Have a really lovely day, and happy colouring.